Hello all. Before we discuss this year's economic survey, let's have a look at what this document is all about and why it is so relevant for us. Economic survey analyzes last fiscal year's economy. It is released a day before the union budget, that is 31st of Jan. It provides useful information on the trend in agriculture, industry, services and other matters pertaining to policies that need to be changed in order to overcome obstacles in growth and progress of the economy. In other words, it is an in-depth analysis of the economy, providing insights of the present state along with future prospects. It is prepared by the Department of Economic Affairs in the Finance Ministry under the guidance of Chief Economic Advisor. Now have a look at this survey highlight. Despite global uncertainties, India has displayed steady economic growth. India's real GDP growth of 6.4% in financial year 2025 remains close to the decadal average. The agriculture sector is expected to grow at a rate of 3.8% in financial year 2025. The industrial sector is estimated to grow by 6.2% in financial year 2025. The service sector remains robust at 7.2%. The economic survey calls for deregulation to drive economic growth. Lowering the cost of business by way of deregulation will make a significant contribution in accelerating growth as well as generating employment amidst the global challenges. Deregulation is critical for growth of MSME sector particularly. Despite challenges, there are positive signs for inflation management in India. RBI and IMF project that India's consumer price inflation will gradually align with the target of around 4% in financial year 26. Uncertainty in global markets and profit-taking by foreign portfolio investors led to capital outflows. However, strong macroeconomic fundamentals, favorable businesses, and high economic growth have kept FPI flows positive overall. Meanwhile, gross FDI inflows have shown signs of revival in the first 8 months of 24-25. India's forex reserves were at a high of $706 billion in September 2024 and stood at $640.3 billion by December 2024, covering 89.9% of external debt. The banking and insurance sector is stable. Commercial banks have reported a consistent decline in their gross NPAs from its peak in 2018 to a low of 2.6% at the end of September 24. India's total exports have registered a steady growth in first 9 months of financial year 25. The evolving global trade dynamics, marked by gradual shift towards greater protectionism, require assessing the situation and developing a forward-looking strategy. The MSME credit growth remains strong. Across industries, bank credit to MSMEs have been growing faster than credit disbursal to large enterprises. Building infrastructure has been a central focus area for the government in the last 5 years. However, it is also clear that public capital alone cannot meet the demands of upgrading country's infrastructure to meet the requirements of Viksit Bharat at 2047. The efforts of the Union government would need to be supplemented with wholehearted acceptance of the need for public-private partnerships in infrastructure building across the country.